What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the studio. Let's get right into it. Today, I'm giving you 5 tips to better your portraits. So if you've had the chance to work with real professional models, you know that it makes your life a lot easier. You don't have to focus on telling them what to do and how to make their face and turn this way and chin up, chin down, over, right? You just coax them through it. That's what a professional model does. And it's fun because it takes your mind off of all that and you get to focus on composition and framing and taking the picture. As a portrait artist, most of the people that you'll photograph will be non-models or regular people. So regular people don't know how to pose and control their face and make it do the things that models do. So here's a few things that you can do to help the regular people with their portraits. Number 1, start building a rapport as soon as you see your subject. First thing you're going to do is shake their hand, introduce yourself. Half the time they'll give you their name in return. The other half, you're going to have to ask for it. That also lets you know right off the bat how comfortable they are. People who walk in the room and say, "Hi, I'm so-and-so," they're a little more comfortable than those who go, "Hey, nice to meet you." So keep that in mind. If you get that, you know that you're already kind of going to have to work it. You may want to ask them where they're from, what they do for a living. Do they have a family, kids, dogs, pets? You're trying to find a common ground that you can make a connection on with them. For the duration of your session, you will use all of that information. And most importantly, explain the process to them. Explain what's going to happen during the session. Let them know that they're going to be here for X amount of time, or if you're doing a phone call with them ahead of time, let them know that, hey, the session's going to take 15 to 20 minutes, or we're going to take 1,000,000 shots, and that way, we can narrow it down and throw out all the bad ones and get you, your best possible whatever. Be their best friend for the next set period of time. Number 2, give them a scenario to work through in their head. What you want to do is evoke an emotion as opposed to just telling them to smile. If they have a dog, you want to ask them about their dog. People love their pets. People love their kids. People generally love their spouses. You want to ask them about those happy things in their life. Where do you like to go on vacation? What was the best trip you ever took? Things like that. That's going to bring out some real emotion. If you're taking sad portraits of people, you're going to take them down that path. You're going to have to ask them to go to that sad place. Telling someone to look happy or look sad or look frustrated will generally give you deer in headlights. It makes people uncomfortable. They don't know how to evoke those emotions on the fly with someone pointing a camera at them. So give their mind a place to go and the rest of the body will follow. Number 3. Nobody knows what to do with their hands. Give your subject something to do with their hands. 90% of the time that will be, hey, put your hands in your pockets. Put your hands in your front pockets. Put your hands in your back pockets. I would say a majority of the portraits that I take don't even include the hands in them. You could literally just let them hang at the side. But for some reason, hanging your hands at your side makes people wildly uncomfortable. It's probably the biggest question I get when I start some sort of portrait. Where should I put my hands? I don't know. They're not in the picture. But the worst thing you can do with hands is fold them and hang them. It tightens everything else up. So front pockets, back pockets, give them something to hold. Give them a pen to play with. I do a lot of things where I tell people just hold their hands up and twirl their ring, or rub your hands together like this. Nice and slow, keep going. It might feel a little weird, but the pictures that come out are cool. It looks like they're doing something. It looks like they're in the middle of pondering life or being really angry or, whatever. I don't know. It depends on what you're going for. I'm not a big fan of props in my portraits. I don't like it, but sometimes that helps out. Sometimes that goes a long way and it makes them feel a little more comfortable. It takes the pressure off of them because there's something else in the picture instead of just 100% focus on them. Number 4, show them how to pose. If you tell someone how to pose, they will hold that pose forever. If you say to someone, stand with point your shoulder towards me and lean in a little bit, you can take 100 pictures and they'll do this. That's the last thing you want. The last thing you want is 100 pictures of the exact same pose. You want them to move a little bit. You want to get them to be themselves and feel comfortable. And remember that these people do not know how to pose. Joe from accounting hasn't had his picture taken since his wedding 15 years ago. He doesn't stand at home in the mirror and practice making faces or positioning his body to look best. What you need to do is put your camera down sometimes, walk over to them and show them with your body what you want them to do. their mind is already kind of like swirling, like, oh my God, am I gonna look okay? I've got this minor blemish on my face and I didn't get my hair cut and whatever it may be. They're already like, that's where their mind is going. So just go slow, show them what you want, step by step. Be very careful with, hey, take your right shoulder towards me. Because you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna take their left shoulder towards them because you guys are facing each other. That's what I'm saying. If you walk over there, stand next to them and show them how you want them to look at the camera, it'll help them out a lot. It'll also help you out a lot because now you've taken all the guesswork out of it. Instead of saying like, hey, stand with your feet apart, you're showing them, I want your feet this far apart. I want you to point this foot at me. I want you to look over here. And once you get them in a position that you like, you can give them the guidelines of, you can move your shoulders from here to here. You can look from here to here. Here's where you can go within that pose that I showed you. Number 5, I'll preface this with, I live by this one. It's also the one that most people don't want to do. Show the subject their pictures. Not in 3 days, now. While you're taking their picture, share with them on the back of the camera or on the computer or whatever it is, however you're set up. Show them how they look. This is going to do a couple things for you. It lets your subject see how they look because they don't know how they look. You're back there like, blah, blah, blah. You look amazing. Bam, bam. Oh my God, these are the best pictures I ever took. I'm such a great photographer. Oh my God, you're so hot. Don't say that, by the way. I know that it's unretouched and it's unfinished work, but if you can show someone that they look good, they don't know if you really think that the pictures look good. They think you probably say that to everybody. But if you can turn and go, oh, look at this. Look how good you look in this picture. You'll gain their trust and they'll start to relax and they'll start to allow you to coach them a little bit more and to kind of try different things out. What it also does for you is it allows you to know what your subject likes and doesn't like. Yes, most people will look at their pictures and go, ugh, I look horrible. I hate the way I look. It's so stupid. These are the worst pictures I've ever had. It has nothing to do with you as the photographer. It has to do with them as the subject not feeling comfortable with how they are. A lot of the time I bring people over to the computer and say, look what we got here. I like these. And they go, ugh, no. Okay, great. Here's the next question out of my mouth. What don't you like about them? What it gives you the opportunity to do, though, is adjust the rest of your session. If they're uncomfortable with something, you can educate them on why you're doing it. Why are you making me lean forward? Why are you making me put my chin down? I heard chin up was the way to go. Yeah, but then you look like this, and that's stupid, right? Chin down is confident, it's direct, it's at the camera. This is arrogant or lofty or I don't know what you're doing up here. Tell someone, hey, this is why I'm posing you this way. This makes you look awesome. Not, I read this in a book, I heard about this. What I'm doing right now is specific for you. If you're friendly and you introduce yourself and you make them comfortable and you learn a little bit about them and you show them what you're doing and you collaborate with them, that's gonna produce the best possible picture. And that is your job. As always, thanks for watching. If I said something that you remotely liked, maybe you'll hit the like button. Please subscribe as there are more and more videos coming. And I'll see you next time.